Okay, so I got this what if episode you sent.
Mm-hmm.
It was about living underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. I gotta say, it got my imagination going.
Yeah, definitely. It's
An underwater city.
it's really,
Wild.
yeah, crazy to think about.
Totally.
I mean, like a whole city.
Yeah, and they went into a lot of detail in that episode, I thought.
Yeah, they did.
About like the logistics and
Yeah.
the challenges.
Well, that's what we're going to do today.
Okay.
We're going to deep dive into some of that, see what it would take to actually, pull this off.
For sure. I mean,
Make it real.
the concept is so captivating. I think that's why it's so popular.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
You know?
Well, first of all, like the visuals,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like I'm picturing these giant glass domes.
Yeah, with like the light filtering through the water.
Right. And like fish swimming by.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's just beautiful, but like, how do we even start?
Right.
Like, where do we even begin to build something like that? Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is the pressure,
Yeah.
right? It's immense down there.
Yeah.
So you need some seriously strong material.
And they talked about that on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
They were saying concrete, but like,
A special kind of concrete.
yeah,
Yeah.
like bioluminescent algae.
Right. I mean, how cool is that?
So cool. So it's strong and it glows.
Yeah. They were talking about, like, using biomimicry
Yeah.
to solve these problems.
Okay.
Like looking at nature and how nature solves problems
Okay.
and then applying that to engineering.
Okay. I like it.
So, yeah, using algae to reinforce the concrete.
Yeah.
It's super strong and it would light up the city.
That is so smart.
Yeah.
A city that never sleeps.
Right?
And like we were saying before, it looks so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But what about us?
Oh,
What about humans living down there?
right. Like, how would we adapt?
Yeah, could we like evolve?
Yeah.
Like get gills or something? Webbed fingers?
I mean, that would be amazing.
Wait.
But evolution takes a really long time.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like, thousands of years.
Okay, so no gills anytime soon.
Probably not. But the podcast mentioned exosuits.
Oh, yeah, like Iron Man, but underwater.
Exactly. They could help us move around.
Yeah.
Do work in those high-pressure environments.
And stay safe too, right?
Yeah. That's super important.
Because
What was it called?
decompression sickness,
Yeah.
that's a big risk.
No good.
No. And just the pressure in general can be really tough on the human body,
Right. Long term.
long term.
Yeah. So the exosuits would be like our protection.
Exactly. Like a second skin almost.
So we could walk around and explore.
Yeah. Go work. Go shopping.
Ooh, what would we eat? Well, they talked about underwater farms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cultivating kelp and algae.
Makes sense.
And then like sustainable fish populations.
So it's all like
Yeah, it's all right there.
local. Yeah. Fresh. You get
Yeah.
it straight from the source.
Yeah, imagine like an underwater farmer's market.
I know, right? That would be amazing.
So cool.
So we've got the food situation figured out.
Yeah.
What about getting around?
Well, they mentioned underwater trains.
Underwater trains.
Yeah. And then like personal propulsion devices.
Okay, so like little submarines.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. No traffic jams down there.
No kidding.
Yeah. It would be so peaceful.
Yeah, just gliding through the water.
That's like the bioluminescent buildings all around you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But hold on a sec.
Yeah.
All this building and stuff.
Mhm.
What about the fish?
Ah, the environmental impact.
Yeah. Is this going to hurt the ocean?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they talked about that on the podcast too.
Okay, good.
They said there are risks,
Right. Like what?
pollution,
Yeah.
habitat disruption,
Yeah.
maybe even over harvesting resources.
Right. Like we don't want to mess things up.
Exactly. We got to be careful.
But couldn't it be good too? For the environment.
Yeah, potentially.
How?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
Less people living on land, less land sprawl, and maybe being closer to the ocean would make us more aware of its importance.
More connected to it.
Exactly.
Okay,
It's
so
just a complex issue.
for sure. Lots to consider.
Definitely.
You know what I was thinking about though?
What's that?
Communication. Like how would we talk to each other underwater?
Well, they mentioned light-based systems
Light.
and sonar.
Like dolphins.
Kinda, yeah.
Interesting.
It makes you wonder if we developed new languages,
Oh, totally.
new ways of expressing ourselves.
I mean, we'd have to, right?
It'd be fascinating.
Yeah. Like our whole culture would change.
Yeah. Music, art,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's more than just building a city.
Right.
It's like building a whole new way of life.
Exactly. A whole new world.
So what do you think?
I think it's an incredible concept,
Yeah,
but it comes with a lot of responsibility.
for sure. We'd have to get it right.
Absolutely. The stakes are high.
Well, this has been quite a deep dive. I feel like we just scratched the surface, though.
Yeah, there's so much more to explore.
But I think we covered some of the biggies.
Definitely.
The challenges.
Accessibility.
And the big question,
Yeah. Is it worth it?
Exactly.
Well, for me, I gotta say, I'm fascinated by the idea
Me too.
of underwater living.
Yeah?
I mean, it really makes you think about,
Everything.
our relationship with the ocean.
The future of humanity.
All of it.
It's exciting.
It is. And on that note,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave our listeners with one final thought.
Okay.
If we did live underwater,
Mm-hmm.
how would our values be different?
Mm.
Our art,
Mm.
our dreams.
That's a great question.
What would an underwater civilization look like? What would it feel like?
Yeah. What would it be like to be an underwater human?
That's for you to imagine.
Have fun with it.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
And keep exploring.
Keep thinking.
See you next time. Bye.